G'day, my name is Chris and this is the Always Very Spicy channel. Glad you could join me. We're up to part 3 today of the series discussing where's the best location for your main or alt to be based for fast efficient completion of daily crafting writs. The series will conclude with a top 5 overall, and I'm wondering, will any of today's locations make it into that list? So far in parts 1 and 2, where we looked at the Ebonheart Pack and Daggerfall Covenant, it wasn't so good. Let's have a look at the Aldmeri Dominion zones of Auridon, Grahtwood, Greenshade, Malabal Tor, and that place where all the cool Khajiit go. Where do they go? Elsewhere. Reaper's March. Before we go there, one more thing. Don't forget, like, subscribe, notify for more great ESO content. Let's kick it off at Vulkhel in Auridon. Sadly for the Aldmeri Dominion, the wayshrine's at one end of town and crafting is at the other end.
Can you believe it? Dragons.
We do have the riding trainer near the wayshrine, and I guess the Outlaw's Den is along the way and certainly easy to find. Halfway between the wayshrine and the crafting area, we've got the bank. Not so good if your bag space or bank space is tight and you need to regularly access the bank while crafting. And certainly you'll probably need to access the bank at the end of your crafting session anyway. Thankfully, once in the crafting area, things improve markedly. Now, right near the equipment notice board, we've got the blacksmithing in one corner, and diagonally across we've got the clothing. Just up these stairs here is the woodworker. It's just a short run down to the consumable writ notice board. Right behind it, a veritable one-stop shop. Cooking, jewellery, enchanting and alchemy upstairs. And throw in an outfitter as well. Now for the writ handings, we can take a little bit of a shortcut here. Right behind this building. And there we are. I'm just showing these arrows here and give you an idea of the circuit you'll be doing. And quickly onto Elden and Grahtwood. It's a little bit strange here if you haven't quested here before. The Wood Elves have this giant tree as their home base. Upstairs, and we have a lot of running to do. We have to go to the other side of the tree to pick up our writs on 2 notice boards set widely apart. And then we drop into the middle and everything's spread right out. Almost all the stations are here, thankfully. But it's certainly a lot of running around. If you're after efficiency, then this is certainly not the place. We can do our cooking downstairs. Unfortunately, when it comes to handing in our writs, it's going to be a long trek. Now, a few paths out of the tree. You've got one that takes you to a very good assortment of guild vendors. They're spaced reasonably closely together, I might add. Ah, there's a cooking fire there. Now for hand-ins we do need to take a different path out of the tree. I've had to stop and pause a couple of times there just to get my bearings because I don't do my writs here. I wouldn't be so silly. And for sake of completeness, we will just pop into the Outlaw's Den here. And there it is. The only thing going for it there is that we didn't get dismounted as we crossed the water. Marbruk in Greenshade's a curious one because it's just so spread out. Everything is spread out. The Writ notice board is just in front of the Mages Guild. Unfortunately, some of the benches are inside the Mages Guild and they're at opposite ends. I guess I needed to fill up the Mages Guild with something. Yes, we can see fires along the way there. There's opportunities for cooking along the way, no doubt. Now that's our hand-in location.
Yeah.
There's one.
Strange happenings in the
Oh yes, of course, the Outlaw's Den.
Yeah.
That's our Writ notice board, and here's the last two there.
Well,
Just a little shortcut there.
yeah.
The bank.
But a seaman's free to sing and play.
And of course
Is
the
there strange
guild
happenings in the court of
vendors,
the Rawl'kha?
just in case we're caught short.
Yeah.
No nonsense.
And
This is
we'll
real.
head back to the
They said all
wayshrine now.
girls saved his life and then took his place.
And on to the next port of call. Velyn Harbour in Malabal would seem to be the ideal location for crafting writs. Now from the wayshrine, along the way into town we have the riding trainer, great. And there's our first notice board already. Pop our head into the crafting pavilion. Three crafts in the one pavilion, not bad. And our other notice board, and yeah, the Mages Guild again. I'll give the Dominion something for consistency at least. We certainly know where to find these crafting benches. Now, we'll just have a look behind the Mages Guild. It's not too far out of our way. Sadly, there's something sorely missing here. Velyn Harbour has no guild vendors, so you do need to be well stocked in materials, and for an MMO it has this distinct single player ambience. You're not going to find other players here at all. In fact, how many players did you spot along the way? Yeah, there was one player at the wayshrine, staring at a map probably, and pretty much it, really. And the reason nobody is here at Velyn Harbour, and why it's just so depressingly quiet... Oh yes, that's our great hand in. The reason it's so quiet is because of this Rawl'kha in Reaper's March. This is such a great location to do your crafting writs. Look, the wayshrine there, guild vendors clustered all around it. There's the hand-in area. The bank was there as well, you might have noticed. And look, that's the Outlaw's Den. We're covering so many bases straight away. Look, there's the bank. And riding training. Already out of the way. Now, there's the carpenter there. We do have to get to the notice board. A little bit of backtracking. So that's clothing, blacksmithing out of the way. There is some distance between the writ notice boards. That's dual crafting sets, all the equipment out of the way now. Grab our consumable writ. That's the enchanting. Our provisioning's just up here. Nice big open fire for our drink and food. And alchemy there. And there we are. No need to mount at all. This place is often buzzing with people going about doing their writs or just their crafting in general. In fact, the players have spoken. For the Dominion, it is definitely Rawl'kha. And why not like, subscribe and notify to make sure you don't miss the top 5 video. Will Rawl'kha be there? Well, we saw that Vulkhel is fine, save for the long separation between the bank, wayshrine and riding trainer and everything else. The woodworking bench is off to the side, and there's just the one guild vendor, which means high prices, and a door to reach the consumables and jewellery crafting. But first up, it's a good start for the Aldmeri Dominion compared to the other alliances, and then we go on to Elden route in Grahtwood. I'd hoped for more from the wood elves. The crate hand-ins are out of town, so too the riding trainer. And the interior crafting area is huge and wastes time moving between the stations. Elden route was so disappointing. Marbruk in Greenshade is not perfect. It requires riding, but it's pretty straightforward. The tiny hamlet of Velyn Harbour in Malabal Tor was a surprise. It ticked all the boxes, nice and compact, the wayshrine not too far away, so too the riding trainer, but no guild vendors. But it's the best we've seen so far for any alliance. Sadly though, for Velyn Harbour, it is overshadowed by the best town for crafting in any of the original zones. That of course is Rawl'kha in Reaper's March. Was it the only town for which we did not have to mount for any of the essential crafting writ components as well as those extras like a bank and so on? It's no wonder that Rawl'kha at certain times is teeming with players. I'll let you in on a secret, Rawl'kha makes it into our top 5. It is the only writ hub from the original zones of the 3 alliances to make it that far. Rawl'kha is that good. Coming up, we venture forth into newer zones, Rawl'kha and so on. We'll survey all of them, some of which will make it through to the eventual top 5 best locations for crafting writs. Until next time, thank you for watching. My name is Chris, this is the Always Very Spicy channel, and stay spicy!